As Americans, the one thing we cherish above all others is our freedom. Freedom to practice our own religion, freedom to make our own choices, and above all, the freedom of speech. What do you have to do to be the most hated family in America? The nationwide debate of the Westboro Baptist Church belief shows the failed diplomacy between the church and the non-members. Due to such radical views, the church has been well interviewed, providing plenty of data.
Fred Phelps is the founder of the Westboro Baptist Church. He conducts online sermons and leads the church in protest. The church, made up of a single family, participates in roughly 40 pickets a week for the previous 10 years. Lois Theroux questioned Shirley Phelps as to whether she had considered that Westboro's technique of protest were more likely to put people off the world of Jesus Christ and the Bible. In response, Phelps said as to the purpose of the protest, "You think our job is to win the souls to Christ. All we do by getting in their faces and putting these signs in front of them and these plain words is make what's already in their heart come out of their mouth." Later in the interview, Phelps agrees that the $200,000 the church annually spends to fly to funerals to protest was money spent to spread God's hate.
Since there is only one family in the church, they raise their children according to their beliefs. However, not all of the members fully grasp what and why they are protesting. In the following clip, one of the members is shown in an interview being questioned on their understanding of their beliefs.
Bo Drain of Topeka, Kansas is the very model of a cute, blonde 7-year-old and just full of energy.
Pick it up and start the countdown.
He, his 6-year-old sister Faith, and I had a ball recently in their backyard.
7, 6.
But some things Bo had to say were astonishing, especially coming from the mouth of a second grader.
I don't think you'll go to heaven. I think you'll go to hell.
Who goes to hell?
Gays, fags, lots, hundreds and hundreds of Jews.
Explain to me, sometimes when there are people from the military and they're coming back from battle, the church pickets there because?
Military people mostly do the nastiest stuff, and they let their kids be raped and stuff like that.
Bo's dad, Steve Drain, stood off camera and coached his son during our interview.
Remember what we always say, that no God-fearing man or woman would lift a finger fighting for a country awash in sin like this.
The Westboro Baptist Church has been taken to court several times because of their radical actions involving their freedom of speech. The case put several specific questions before the court, addressing the right of private versus public figures, whether free speech is more important than freedom of religion and peaceful assembly, and whether a funeral constitutes a captive audience that needs protection from certain communication. Originally, the court ruled in favor of the plaintiff, saying if the Westboro Baptist Church must pay $8 million to Snyder's family. An appeal was made by the Westboro Baptist Church to have the case brought in front of the Supreme Court. The plaintiff argued their son, Matthew Snyder, a deceased Marine, deserved to be buried with dignity and respect. After debating the issues with the Westboro Baptist Church, was found not guilty, saying their protests are within bounds of the First Amendment.
Now that people know about the Westboro Baptist Church and how the court system ruled their acts legal, many people have started countering their protests. In some cases, these protesters have lined up and turned their backs on the Westboro Baptist pickets or encircled them in a ring, explaining that they want to symbolically shield the community from the protest. Michael Moore, another protester, followed Phelps around the country in the Sotomobile, a pink bus filled with gay men and women to directly defy the Westboro Baptist Church's anti-homosexual beliefs. A 19-year-old man named Jared Daly stood on the street corner facing the church, holding up a plywood sign that said, "Not today, Fred," in another protest. Within 2 days, 86 people joined him, waving American flags and anti-hate signs. These are only a few of the many counter-protests that people have.
Overall, the Westboro Baptist Church's beliefs do show the failed diplomacy between members of the church and non-members. Through their protests, signs, and political views, They have been taken to court on multiple occasions, along with having people act out against them. Originally, the Westboro Baptist Church protested openly. Now, due to their failed diplomacy, they have forced to contend with other Americans protesting against them. Now they are known as the most hated family in America.